Mrs. Wu here, and welcome to ZW Nation. Now, it's about that time of Halloween. You know, that time of kids and adults, in some ways, dressing up in interesting costumes. In more recent years, it's become more superhero-esque, or with certain women, just a way to show off their goodies. And we've lost connection with what Halloween used to be about. The frights, the fun, the tricks, the pranks. But Halloween is also about something else, and that's horror movies. You never find a better time to watch a good horror movie series than Halloween. And today, I'm here to talk about my top 4. Oh, sorry. Trying to get you out of the light. The sun beaming. My top 4 horror movie iconic killers. Now, this is my list, my own personal list. So if you guys, have a problem with the 4 that I picked, I don't know, you can go watch another video or something. I don't know. But if you do like, this is already, telling you so I don't have to tell you at the end of the video, like, comment, subscribe, etc., But let's get into it. Number 4. My number 4 pick is Ghostface from the Scream series and Scream TV series. Though I haven't watched the TV series, so I won't talk about that. But Ghostface. Oh man, Ghostface came out in a time where slashers were just getting really stale, and he revitalized, or should I say they revitalized, considering that, I guess, spoilers alert, if you've never seen Scream, it's never the same killer. Now in the first movie, I think it was 2, though people have hinted towards like 3 different killers. And it's consistently been somebody different each time, but they've constantly had one thing in common, and that was they all went after Sydney, the main character. And I really like Ghostface. He had a pretty simple design. There was no supernatural powers or anything with him. He was literally just a slasher villain, and it worked. People still today are buying the iconic Ghostface mask. Now the motive for some of the killers, not too big on, but I'm not, sorry, got really dark, there's a lot of trees. But yeah, the movies I'm not really here to talk about. It's more of just Ghostface, and yeah, he's ranked kind of low on my list because, they're better out there than Ghostface, but Ghostface is still very iconic. And if they do wind up making a Scream 5, please make it work. Scream 4 was not good. It was good to see Ghostface again, but Scream 4 was not good. On to number 3. Number 3 is, I don't know, it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Movies is still going on, and I did hear about the reboot of it because of the rights to the movie titles. Number 3 is Charles Lee Ray, aka Chucky, the Killer Doll. Chucky has solidified himself as being one of the most recognizable supernatural, beings because of the voodoo aspect of the movies. Now, Chucky is by far one of the most interesting killers out there, especially because unlike most of them, he literally starts off as a killer. He's Charles Lee Ray. He's a serial killer. There ain't no, he used to work with kids and then they burned him. There ain't no drown at Crystal Lake. Ain't no messed up little kid that killed his parents. No, killed his sister or whatever. I'm talking about Michael Myers. You know, it's none of that. Like, Charles Lee Ray literally started off as a killer and then became even worse once he, you know, got stuck in the doll body and constantly had to repeat that process of trying to get another body. And it was an interesting formula. It was interesting seeing what they was doing with that character. But then we move into sad territory, which is Bride of Chucky and then Seed of Chucky. Bride of Chucky was alright in my book. Seed of Chucky, they dropped the ball. But like the iconic killer that he is, Chucky bounced back with Curse and Cult of Chucky. He sells merchandise like crazy. There are plenty of people that have Chucky dolls now. They have Tiffany dolls. People cosplay as Chucky. Good God, he has just become big. He is so iconic. But that's enough about Chucky. We're on to number 2. Number 2 is well known around this time period. I mean, not this time period. This month, you could say. Because number 2 comes from the Halloween series, and that's Michael Myers. You can't have a top 4 horror movie killers, list that is a Halloween special list without Michael Myers, because he's freaking Michael Myers. As I was talking about with when I was talking about Chucky, Michael Myers is interesting because psychologically he became a killer due to it all depends on the variations that you want to watch, because the Rob Zombie version had it to be messed up childhood, screwed up stepfather, mom didn't really seem to help out that much, sister was a slut. That's essentially what it was, and Michael just got all kinds of screwed up in the head and was just like, nope, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill all of you. And Michael is interesting. He's very interesting. Michael Myers is so high up on the list because he, in all the different movies and all the different interpretations and stuff, he's kind of like, he's like Jason in a way. He's powerful, unstoppable force that constantly comes after you. And hell, look, he's even stood the test of time with the new Halloween movie. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was good. And Michael is just this badass force. I keep camera died, or I ran out of film. However it is. I was saying Michael is this badass force, this nearly unstoppable force. They've tried stabbing him, they've tried shooting him, they've tried to blow him up. It's just you can't really get rid of Michael. Michael is you could say, the spirit of Halloween in a way. He is the spirit of Halloween, that force, that dangerous, nearly unstoppable force, especially if you're a part of the Myers family. You are not safe. You're never safe if you're a part of the Myers family, because you're psychologically screwed up, and Michael will come for you. But it's time to move on to number 1. I was going to make an honorable mentions, but I don't want this video to be extremely long. So number 1. Number 1 is my favorite horror movie icon ever. He is the best of the best to me. And I said Michael is an unstoppable force. This guy literally cannot be stopped. He has been sent to hell. He has gone to space. And let me just tell you, he really makes people not want to go to camp. Never go to Camp Crystal Lake. Or my number 1 pick, Jason Voorhees, will come for you. Now, there's not much I gotta say, because he's Jason Voorhees. Like I said, he's gone to space, he's gone to hell, he's battled family members of his own, he's He's battled Freddy Krueger and won. That's why Freddy isn't on this list. Because Jason already beat him. Yeah, he did that wink at the end, but we know Jason won that fight. Jason's battled against psychics. He's took over New York. And he doesn't like rap. So don't rap around Jason Voorhees. Jason is the most iconic serial killer, slasher, however you want to look at it, horror movie icon. He loves his mom. He hates horny teenagers. He's Jason Voorhees. He's number one. That's all I gotta say. He's Jason Voorhees, you know. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you enjoy yourselves. I hope you got nice costumes and etc. Always look out and check your candy. And if you're one of those pranksters that want to TP houses or do that type of stuff, man, just be careful, because anything can happen. Somebody can not get the joke and they'll be coming for you. Who knows? I've been Mr. Zane Wu from the ZW Nation. Peace.